Okay. Finally, get back to marketing basics. Now, marketing is really very simple. Marketing is you want to sell more stuff, to more people, more often, for more money. That's it. Now, there's so many things that make it complicated, and that's okay, because I have a marketing company, and the more complicated it is, the more people come to me for help. But it's not that hard. It really isn't that hard. More stuff to more people, more often for more money, okay? And there's really two things I think you need to keep in mind when you think about the marketing basics. First one is, marketing isn't about who you think you are and what you need. It's about who your customers think you are and what they need, all right? So always put yourself in the position of your customer. Something I hear so often with my customers is they have an idea of what they want to sell. It's not about what you want to sell. It's about what your customers need. It's not about your ego. It's not about what you want to do. It's not what you want to push out into the market. You have to listen to your customers and respond. And that gets to my second point. I'm going to save you a lot of money right now. All these business books, all these marketing books, here, this is what they all say when you get right down to it. In the long term, every profitable company, every successful new product, and every winning marketing strategy results from one thing: listening to customers more effectively and responding more rapidly than the competition. That's it. That, if you look at every successful business model, that's what it boils down to. Every popular business book, that's what it boils down to at its essence. Because your competitors, they're all smart people too. They're cutting costs, they're improving their products, right? They're coming up with new partnerships, they've got great equipment, they've got great people that are working for them. So how do you have a competitive edge? There's only one way. There's one way. This is the key to sustainable competitive edge, by listening to your customers more effectively. Listen, respond, innovate, serve customer needs. You know, a great example of this, I think, is iPod. They weren't the first. There were music players. An iPod came out in 2001. I had some little thing in 1999 that I used to carry around. Held about 5 songs, I think. And, you know, I loved music, so I thought this was pretty cool. But it got frustrating listening to the same 5 songs every day and then hooking it up to the computer and figuring out how to do it all. Well, Apple figured it out, and they listened. And their rate of innovation is breathtaking. And they've created a whole new market. And why are they staying there? Because they're listening to their customers. And they are innovating and changing and responding to customer needs at such a rate that their competition just can't keep up. They just can't keep up. I had an experience where my iPod actually busted after I had it 18 months. I think it was a day after the warranty expired. So I went to the Apple store, and you know, they said, well, you've got the blue screen of death on your thing. There's nothing we can do. We can't fix it, but you can buy a new one. So I was kind of disappointed. But then I looked at the new ones, and the new ones had 5 times as much memory, had a video screen, and all these new features, and it was cheaper than the first one. And my iPod broke after 18 months, and I walked out of the store with a new iPod, and I was happy as could be. Because they were delivering such great value. Such great value. They're listening, and they're responding, and they're innovating, and their competitors are as long as they keep that model, their competitors are never going to touch them. Okay, a little bit more on the basics. Just some things to think about, okay? The recession is a good time to catch your breath and do a little introspection and think about what makes you unique. What is your value proposition? Go out and try to experience your company like your customers experience your company. Shop a mile in their shoes. Think about trying to find your product on your internet site, okay? Would you be frustrated? Are your products aligned with your customer needs? And again, visit, spend time with them, listen, learn, respond. Take some time. Do you know your competitors? Here's one of the great things about Google. You can Google your competitors. You can find out, what they're doing and what they're about. Is your marketing plan up to date? If you have the same marketing strategy and the same marketing plan that you had 18 months ago, you're probably sub-optimizing your company. You're probably on a path that you're not going to be in a position to win the war, to win the recession, okay? So take a fresh look at your marketing plan. Is this still relevant? Is this still aligned with your customer needs? Are you taking advantage of all the best advertising values that are out there right now? And then finally, is your marketing accountable for results? Okay, is it measurable? And if it is measurable, are you still using the right metrics? Okay, and I think this is so very important. This whole idea about measurement and using them. And there was one book I read that basically said, if you pick the right way to measure your business, it can just transform your whole business. And the example they used was Walgreens pharmacies, and the one metric that they used for the whole company was the amount of sales per customer. They want to increase the amount of sales for every customer that comes in the store. So that affects their advertising and their marketing, it affects their store layout, it affects the kind of products they have, it affects their pricing. So everything they do as a company is based, they pick the right metric. So make sure you have the right metrics for your company, and that's driving the right behavior, and that you have the right marketing program to back it up. Okay. So now we're going to move into the offense.